My name is John Wing, and I'm a science teacher here at Marysville Early College High School, and I teach environmental science and physical science. We started off, I was able to get a grant from the OSLN for $5,000 2 years ago, and we were able to implement 6 outdoor raised bed gardens along with full automatic irrigation. So it was a really great opportunity for students to be able to learn outside the classroom. We had our first year of operation in 2023, and since then we've had 2 other semesters where we've grown produce. We've grown a variety of different vegetables and herbs primarily. With our grow towers in here, we've primarily focused on leafy greens and herbs, just because those do the best in this environment. Outside in the spring, we do your typical vegetable garden with tomatoes and cucumbers and a variety of peppers. In the fall, we've done carrots, green beans, peas. Normally, a lot of our seeds will germinate within 7 to 10 days. So at that point, they're a seedling. We will grow that seedling into a little bit more mature plant. And then once that plant is ready to be planted in the soil, whether the soil temperature is warm enough, we'll take those out, which usually takes another 30 to 60 days. Students are a huge part. I mean, there's 6 raised bed gardens, and so I have 6 groups in each of my environmental science classes, and each group is responsible for one of those raised beds. The goal of this garden is to provide our students and their families with organic, freshly grown produce.
Hi, my name is Ben Jones. I'm a senior here at ECHS, and last year I took environmental science. So yeah, I was a student, but after the class ended, I really gained a passion for like everything the class was doing, so like all the gardening and things. So I went into spring seminar. I helped clean up final things, and then throughout the summer kept working on the garden, and then around November this year, I helped build a compost bin for my Eagle Scout project. So before that, it was 2 piles of like a fertilizer and just some soil with scraps from past classes, and I built an enclosure. Then we stacked both the fertilizer and soil and food scraps on top of each other to create a compost that would supply like very nutrient-rich soil for the classes later on. Because a lot of our vegetables, but they have to be processed because they're being shipped from all around the country, right? So it shows how easy it is. You can just, if I want to go to get cucumbers, I go to the school, and now in my case, go to the backyard, grab a cucumber and cut it up and have my own cucumber. So it eliminates the need for the amount of pesticides that are used that creates all the runoff and things like that. So it's just a very sustainable option. And I think teaching it in high school is a very beneficial skill for kids to walk out of high school and be able to like know all the components and steps you need to take to build your own kind of garden.
I learned about the school garden after my friend who had taken an environmental science class approached me with a bag of lettuce and told me to try it. She said that if I wanted more, I could get some from the student garden grown at our school. Rather than shopping at chain stores, where I don't necessarily know what's been done to my food or where it came from, I prefer the local garden, where I know who's made it, what products were used to maintain it, and how it got to me. Additionally, I know that food grown from local gardens hasn't traveled as far and therefore has a better nutritional value than food from supermarkets, which may have traveled hundreds of miles to get there.
So yeah, after this class, I figured out it was not actually that hard to run and build and create a garden. So this summer, my mom and I are going to be building a raised bed garden in our own backyard. We're going to grow vegetables and flowers and things like that for ourselves.
In the future, I plan to find local farmers markets and farmers to continue to eat sustainably.
I think these gardens are really important for students to have the opportunity to grow their own food and appreciate where food comes from and the challenges that come with growing your own food. So I just think it's nice for everyone to get a little exposure. You know, whether you're just growing a couple tomatoes or a few jalapenos, you at least can appreciate your food more, and maybe that'll help us not waste as much food as well.